So it started back in around 2017 when I was in the army. I was in Afghanistan. I woke up one morning and I heard this. I heard the call to prayer, the Adhan, in a village that was nearby, and I didn't know too much about it at the time, but it really, to me, it just sounded very just beautiful, and like it was just like, oh, that's cool. And to be honest, like the next day, I kind of just went on with normal things. I didn't really think much about it, but in all honesty, it probably planted a seed in my mind, for the future. Fast forward a couple years, I had gotten out of the army around 2020, and I was just very lost and not really sure what to do with my life, and I wouldn't say depressed, maybe a little bit. But one night I was a little intoxicated, maybe, just bored on a Saturday, looking up YouTube videos and stuff. And I just got this notion to let me look up a call to prayer in like Jerusalem or somewhere like that. When I started watching it, I just felt like this weight come over my body and just felt like my like tears well up in my eyes and just got all emotional. I didn't know why. Then I just started just crying and not even just uncontrollably just sobbing and didn't really understand why. The rest of the night I got over it and went on about my business. But the next morning I woke up and I just had this like urge to just for some reason just learn about Islam, like just like that last night that meant something. And I began to start questioning a lot of the things I grew up with. I was born Christian, raised Christian, and I was a Christian. I consider myself a Christian my whole life. And then this emotion that I felt the previous night just decided like it had to mean something, like I said, so I started to look into Islam a lot more that day. I felt like this extreme desire to learn about it. So then I began looking at YouTube videos, asking out some of my Muslim friends and stuff, and reading the Quran and things like that. Another misconception is that I reverted for my wife. She's Pakistani Muslim and stuff. So that is 100% not true. It took me a whole year of just kind of researching and, so I could just firmly make this decision. I even fasted during Ramadan in 2021. Even started to pray. I started watching YouTube videos to learn how to pray, and I was obviously praying 5 times a day and stuff like that at that time. But then alhamdulillah in 2022 in January I did take my Shahada, and it's been the best decision of my life.